Welcome to today's episode of Spelling Bee Ninja. Today, we're diving into the fascinating realm of history and exploring significant events and their order in time. Understanding historical timelines is crucial as it helps us make sense of how past events shape our present. In this episode, we'll take a closer look at various historical milestones, placing them in chronological order while uncovering their broader context. So grab a notebook, and let's embark on this journey through time. Let's start with an important event from medieval history, the signing of the Magna Carta in 1215. This document marked a crucial turning point in the relationship between the monarchy and subjects in England. But to appreciate its significance, we need to consider other events that occurred before and after. For instance, the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 CE, which obliterated the city of Pompeii. This volcanic eruption happened long before the Magna Carta, during the Roman Empire's peak. Following that, we have the fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476 CE, an event signaling the end of ancient Rome's power over much of Europe. This connects to the onset of the Black Death in 1347, a pandemic that devastated Europe, illustrating how historical events are interlinked. Moving to the 18th century, we find the signing of the American Declaration of Independence in 1776, a bold statement of freedom and self-governance. But just a few years later, in 1789, the storming of the Bastille ignited the French Revolution. It's striking how these two revolutions had profound effects on one another. The spirit of revolution fueled both the American and French citizens, indicating a global shift towards democratic values. Transitioning to the early 20th century, aviation history takes flight with the Wright brothers. Their first powered flight in 1903 at Kitty Hawk was groundbreaking, paving the way for modern air travel. Just 24 years later, Charles Lindbergh made his historic solo transatlantic flight in 1927, showcasing the rapid advancements in aviation technology. Broadening our lens to a global perspective, we must discuss the world wars that reshaped world geopolitics. World War I kicked off in 1914, triggered by numerous complex factors including the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, and it remained fresh in people's memories when World War II began in 1939. This second global conflict emerged from the unresolved tensions and alliances formed during the first, highlighting the enduring impact of historical conflicts. On the home front in the United States, the stock market crash of 1929 marked a significant economic turning point, leading to the Great Depression. This massive economic downturn saw millions of Americans in hardship, prompting a transformative response from the government known as the New Deal starting in 1933. Franklin D. Roosevelt's ambitious program aimed to restore economic stability while reshaping the relationship between the U.S. government and its citizens. Shifting gears to the Cold War era, the launch of Sputnik 1 in 1957 marked the beginning of the space race. This was the first time an artificial satellite was placed into orbit, showcasing the Soviet Union's technological prowess. A mere 12 years later, the Apollo 11 mission succeeded in landing humans on the moon, symbolizing American determination during this intense period of competition. The line between civil rights and social change also weaves through our timeline. The landmark Supreme Court case Brown v. Board of Education in 1954 was pivotal in declaring school segregation unconstitutional. Shortly thereafter, the Selma to Montgomery March in 1965 highlighted the struggle for voting rights and led to significant legislation being enacted. These events reflect the ongoing fight for equality and justice in America. As we explore post-war history, two particular events stand out: the construction and the fall of the Berlin Wall. East Germany erected the Berlin Wall in 1961 to prevent its citizens from escaping to West Berlin, symbolizing the division of Europe during the Cold War. This wall stood for 28 years until it finally fell on November 9, 1989, marking a moment of triumph and hope for reunification. Interestingly, just over 2 years later, the Soviet Union dissolved on December 26, 1991. This dissolution marked the end of an era for many countries that had been under Soviet influence, leading to a new chapter in global politics. Reflecting on these events, it's clear how each moment in history is linked, with one event influencing the next, crafting the world we live in today. Today, we've traveled through time, from the eruption of Mount Vesuvius to the fall of the Berlin Wall, learning how historical events are interconnected. By understanding these timelines, we gain insight into how past challenges shape our present and future. Remember, history is not just about dates, it's about understanding the stories that connect us across generations. Keep exploring these timelines as you develop your historical perspective. Thank you for joining us today on Spelling Bee Ninja. We hope you enjoyed this exploration of historical timelines and events. Dive deeper into history, continue asking questions, and discover how these lessons can inspire us today. Until next time, keep learning and stay curious about the world around you.